So we have had the long-awaited return of the parody film. Having grown up with movies like the Scary Movie series, Airplane, Spaceballs, it really feels like we have had a drought where it comes to a tried and true parody film. And The Naked Gun has been built up for, I've been hearing about this adaptation for some time, maybe even a year or two. And so it is quite exciting to see the fact that, you know, bringing in someone like Liam Neeson, who, if you remember, if you go back to the original Naked Gun, there is that sense of, a formerly serious actor now playing this incredibly comedic part. And of course there are some concerns around that, and you think, okay, is a actor who's not known for being comedic going to be able to pull off something that requires so much comedy? Of course, Pamela Anderson coming in as the femme fatale character, and similarly someone who's not necessarily known for goofiness or the requirements of how silly the Naked Gun franchise can be. And I'll be honest, it's going to split audiences, because I thought I had a really excellent time. I mean, this very much feels like it's in the spirit of Akiva Schaffer's previous style, with things like Popstar Never Stops Never Stopping, which is just, I loved that film. I thought that was a really good modern comedy and really drove the direction that comedy was going. And this still feels like it captures his same style whilst referring back to the classic Naked Gun, the heritage of the Naked Gun series. But that being said, it is still going to put people's backs up in regards to the fact that there is such a long history of Leslie Nielsen's work, and of course we are massively under the shadow of his comedic style. The fact that very much this is going to be drawing comparisons to the original Naked Gun, and so it very much will be season to taste over whether you will go with the spirit of this film or whether you will simply be struggling because your heart and mind go back to those original films. But I'll be honest, I feel like I would rather see this usher in a new era. Perhaps, no, this doesn't reinvent the wheel where it comes to what has been done by the Naked Gun series and parody films of that similar ilk. But if it brings in a new era of newer filmmakers who do similar films, who take genres and styles and start to parody them based on modern tropes, I am entirely in favour of seeing that level of examination of comedy really go into play. And so, yeah, I had a really good time with this. I think Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson have really good chemistry. I think the world in which it exists is fun, and I was laughing all the way through. And I just think it's a strange thing that we don't get a lot of purely fun, silly films as much anymore. And so it's nice to see a return to something this buffoonish, because, yeah, it is a blast, and it is just fun. It is just simple, straightforward, fun humour.